Yeah, keep making that noise, Jack. It's the 4th of July in Cedarburg, and Jack is really excited, as you can tell. There we go.
The whiz, the techno whiz that is Bulldog has struck again. For God's sake. Let me just do this here. Let me just do that. Oh, no,
I keep my technical whiz to myself. Thank you very much.
Keep all your whizzes to yourself, for God's sakes.
We have a big show today here. We have the queen of the Chamber of Commerce.
She's having trouble connecting.
Really?
Yeah. But
all
we
right.
can play here.
We've heard that before, haven't we, Jack?
Here, listen. It literally keeps kicking me out and won't let me in. I'm outside setting up chairs and trying to join on my phone. Running back in the office now.
I was gonna say, I think I know the problem.
Does not like phones.
It does not. No. If you want to be on our show, you need to go shopping for a real device. Yeah.
All right. Time for the team.
Time for the team?
Yeah, and she'll be on.
Time for the team. Got it. Okay, here we go.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
A product of the Cedarburg Public Library. It's the Jack Henke Show, and now here's a product of Mr. and Mrs. Henke, Jack Henke.
And what a product it is. Talk about.
I saved my receipt.
Too bad. No gift backs. Hey, Maggie Dobson, the director of the Cedarburg Chamber of Commerce, is going to be joining us in 3 minutes, she said.
All right.
So I'm sure she'll be angry. She was setting up chairs in this nice, cool climate that we have going on right now.
I think she'll be thrilled. She's going to want the show to go on for hours.
I've got questions.
Nobody usually wants that, though.
I've got questions for her. I've got questions for you.
Okay.
Do you think that the youngins today, how would you define young people, America's youth?
Oh, boy. At this stage of the game.
Just give me a range.
Oh, young, you are 0 to 27.
All right. Do you think that let's say 14 to 27, because that's when you start really becoming a punk.
You did.
Let's say, do you think that they even know who John Belushi was? Is he a forgotten?
I don't think he's forgotten, but I think he is, with every passing year, he is probably just seen as a weird morsel of your father or worse, grandfather's comedy era.
I suppose. I didn't think about that.
But Mel Brooks is still alive. He's 99 and he's making it in Spaceballs. So I don't know.
He just turned 99, didn't he?
He did.
Yes. And he'll be back.
But no,
he even got Rick Moranis to come out of retirement.
That's amazing. Yeah, what a victory!
First time in 30. Now talk about
an
underrated comic star. Rick Moranis.
That's true.
One of the keys of Ghostbusters, unsung heroes.
Strange Brew.
I never saw it. I mean, I've seen the skit, and I love the Christmas.
The movie's great.
Is it?
It is. Yeah, it's fun.
You like any movie, you idiot?
Well, I like movies that have credits and actors and a director. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, I'm very discerning.
I got another past comic question for you.
Sure.
An underrated, or someone I never appreciated, me, not you, not the public, while they were alive, but now I can't get enough of, who's even, of all things, Canadian, was Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Were you a Norm Macdonald fan?
I didn't specifically intentionally follow him, but every time he'd pop up on my feed or whatever, or on television, I thought he was funny. He's a sharp wit, unlike everyone else in this room.
He would say, well, you're the only one in that room, so that's good. He would say anything, that guy.
That's true, yeah. He had no filter.
His O.J. Simpson lines on the Saturday Night Live when he was doing the Weekend Update.
Right. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Let's ask.
I think our guest is here, and she
has an opinion on everything, and she'll tell you even if you don't ask her, which is always. So maybe she'll share.
Maggie Dobson. Oh, the chair, the queen,
the chairperson.
She is so Hollywood right now.
You are. We knew you when.
It's a little toasty out.
Yeah. It's supposed to get better tomorrow, though.
Oh, yes, I heard. It's going to be a nice, balmy 92.
The queen of the Cedarburg Parade is here, Maggie Dobson,
Thanks.
and the king. You're both. So what? Do you have off until tomorrow when the gun goes off and the parade starts?
Yeah, we just kind of eat bonbons all day and wait around for people to show up and start putting chairs out.
Maggie, you hiring?
I wish I could. No, we this morning was really fun. Every July 3rd is a big setup day. So we do most people I think, associate the 4th of July in Cedarburg with the parade, but we also do a big day-long picnic in the park. So we have a huge tent that the Lions Club deals with, and we set that all up, and then we move over to the community gym area and set up our big VIP tent where our sponsors can sit if they'd like.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, do you want to? I have an extra seat for you.
I bet you do.
Let's talk numbers.
Way in the back in the corner in the sun. No, you want to, but it's kind of a fun thing because it's a sponsor setup, but then we also have our viewing stage there where Patty and Michael Hansen,
The Wonderfuls.
The Wonderfuls, fresh off RMF, they do the announcing for our parade. So all of our different, entries have a little 50-word narration so people can hear what they are. And
I can tell you what they are in less than 50 words.
Yeah.
Like Leighton Olson. I can tell you what he
wow.
is. The RMF, the Royal MRFer.
It was great.
It was? Did you go?
Yes, I did. It was very nice. I mean, there was a rain delay, but unfortunately it worked out. It was great. It was a good night.
Cool. It was a sellout.
It sure was a big one.
Maggie, what number parade is this for you? I mean, just, the ones you're heading.
Since you've been hair director.
It's the 10th, except it's the 9th because we had COVID. So
Sure.
next year will be my big 10-year anniversary.
10 years?
That's
Wow.
amazing.
I know.
It's finally catching on. I hear people are coming from towns far away to see this parade.
They do. They are, yeah.
What time does it start?
Starts at 10. It runs from Fireman's Park down through the Washington Avenue through the Historic District. And then it turns on Spring Street, which is where Brandywine is, for those of you who don't know. And then it ends right at that corner on Hilbert and Spring, right in front of the Girl Scout house in the Legion area. And then come back to the park. It's a really fun day. We have the Lions Club does live music for the afternoon. The coolest part, though, is about 1 o'clock, 12:45, 1 o'clock, the Madison Scouts give a free concert. They are in our parade every year. They are an awesome addition. They round out the parade with Olson's Piggly Wiggly, and we love having them, and it's really fun. And then hang out if you want all day. We have fireworks at 9. I always say dusk, but it's really 9:30.
Oh,
there's the dusk. Oh, boy.
We got a new poster for you. Bulldog did some.
Well, it's not a new poster.
It's new for Cedarburg. Yeah, we were going to talk to you about dusk because dusk is. Did you know I started to tell you yesterday before you blew me off? There's 3 kinds of dusk. Did you know that?
You told me nautical dusk.
Yes, nautical dusk and astronomical dusk and civil dusk. Civil is when the sun is 6 degrees below the horizon. Nautical is 12 degrees and astronomical is 18 degrees. So 3 types of dusk. But you simplify it by saying 9:30.
Yeah.
So
9:30 it is.
That works.
Jack had the research team here working on that all night long.
That's right. We pulled an all-nighter for you, Megs.
Thank you.
You failed to mention the coolest part of the parade is when the parade starts getting up towards Spring Street. Instead of turning left, you could take a right and go right into Weisler's. They have some food tents outside. They have cool air conditioning inside. They can have full bars in and out, and a Bloody Mary bar stocked outside too.
They have a lot of play. Weisler's is one of them. Weisler's is one of our sponsors of the 4th, and so is Stilt House. I know they do some fun things.
Who? Never heard of them.
So Jack has this check in his back pocket from Weisler.
No, but I got a shot of mango habanero whiskey last night.
You did?
Yeah.
That's his price. Okay.
You didn't tell me.
I did. I yelled, "Man, wait, we can't do this out, Maggie." And then Mike said, "It's only free if you take it now." So I said, "Okay, the hell with Maggie."
Sold.
Yeah.
I will be there let's do it on the 5th, because no drinking for me until long after this is done.
I suppose you have a lot of fun.
It's probably a good policy.
You don't have it once the parade's over. You just can't kick back. You have to watch stuff all day.
I mean, a little, but it's a lot less stressful. But you still,
Yeah.
I'm not going to leave everyone. I mean, I would never just leave. I won't pretend I don't sneak to the office for the air conditioning a little bit every now and then.
Yeah.
Maybe run and take a shower at home or something. But we're always there. We're around.
You're around, and you got a team. You got a whole huge team of volunteers.
We do have a lot of people who help us with the staging. Our ambassador team and our board of directors really helps, and we probably have about 10 people that actually go to the Fireman's Park area and stage all of the units. So I think this year we have about 82.
Wow.
Three bands, so we have the Madison Scouts, we have the Lutheran Vanguard from Appleton.
Whoa! You got Lutherans coming?
Yeah.
What about the Jews? Don't they get nothing?
I'm here.
Recovery centers in the parade. We love everyone, and we will have anyone at the parade as long as you don't put your chairs out before 8 a.m. We're not going to start that again. We're not doing it. It's not tonight. It's tomorrow morning.
We're not going to do it, but maybe it's possible.
Mike Jackson told us a hilarious story last night about when it used to be 6 o'clock the night before.
Yes.
And there was a group of people seated at one of the high tops inside the bar. And then there was someone on the deck seated on his deck. And then like at 5:59, one of the two groups went out early and the other group went out. Mike said, we almost had fisticuffs the night before the 4th.
Someone this morning was telling me about how they witnessed a fist fight a few years ago. And I went, okay, nothing is that important that you have to worry about this.
Maybe mango habanero whiskey, but other than that, no.
Those people need to go to the Newburgh parade, which I got a picture of. They were actually practicing this morning,
no.
And it's really going to be great. I mean, I think they've got really good stuff going. So get them over there.
Well, at least nobody will disappear this year from Newburgh, hopefully.
Yes,
they do an excellent job.
That's why we hate them now. We used to love them when they were run by the racketeering mob.
We missed them.
It was great when there were too many complaints before the ethics committee. So what did they do? They dissolved the ethics committee. Problem solved.
They used to be the gift that kept on giving us.
Now they're squeaky clean. We hate them.
We don't hate anyone here.
Yes, we do. They're the other Berg. They're the other white bird.
We love everybody.
Here's Jack. Here we go.
That picture could be anywhere, honestly. That
is very true.
Cedarburg, Mequon, Thiensville, Newburgh.
Yeah.
Flag Day is where I'm guessing it's probably a Wabaca old picture.
There you go. But this parade that you're this little parade you're putting on tomorrow, Maggie. I mean, this is like
how many entrants are there?
Kind of world.
82.
No, I mean, how many?
82.
82. I mean, this is if you want Americana, you're getting it right here in like just droves, and getting people from miles around who come to our parade. I've heard from others like, I always go to the Cedarburg 4th parade because this is it's what it's all about.
There's definitely a special feel. I mean, we've all been to a million parades and they're all fun in their own way. But Cedarburg, Jack, when you look at what you get to see and where you get to go, there's really no better downtown than ours, I don't think.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Definitely people who do parades, but they are, they're not as big as ours, which is both good and bad.
Size matters.
Yeah. And
look at that bugle.
That's right. Put this girl.
That's what she looks like when she didn't get her chair. Somebody stole her chalk.
That's exactly.
What happened to my chalk?
So, all right.
Whoa.
But Bulldog's right. It's huge. It's a great parade, and it really started getting really good like 2 years ago when you had the first ever Grand Marshal, who were AJ and me. This year, and then last year, I don't know, it was some sad apple. I don't know name, but now
last year we had 3 Grand Marshals. It was
see,
Gina
you did
Salento.
3.
Yes, well, we came up from, we needed more than just you and AJ, but we were happy. Jack and AJ were first, and then last year it was Gina Salento, who is a professional pickleball player from Cedarburg,
Oh,
and also two of Cedarburg's crossing guards. That one of them
that's
was
cool.
retiring. Yeah, they were really. It was
That's nice.
very cute to watch. All the kids just love them.
Ha.
And this year it's Bob, Mr. Bob.
Mr.
from,
Bob.
Oh,
Shelter
you got a
Life
heavy,
from Mr. Bob's Under the Bridge. So
heavy hitter. You
very
definitely.
big, yes.
Without a doubt.
He actually will be riding in a pink car, and it's going to be really cute.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I hear that there is an alumni of Grand Marshal reunion that the Cedarburg Chamber of Commerce is paying for the bar tab at Whistler's during the parade, so you don't have to sit outside during the parade. And then we just use Maggie Dobson's stolen credit card saying it's on Mags. It's on Mags.
You know what? I would, if you really, that's where you and Margot sit, right? Do you sit at Whistler's?
If we get that close,
Constantly.
That's where we saw
Our daily.
That's as close as we got to that friggin' Strawberry Fest. For God's sakes. What? They had a band there. It was great.
Then don't call it the friggin' Strawberry Fest.
Yeah, people could say, "Oh, that friggin' Strawberry Fest, man! It was awesome."
Hold on.
Yeah. Wait, I got another one here.
Thanks.
Oh God.
I'm here for you.
Just improve. Thank you.
We'll get him the honorary heritage loaf, which I
Aw.
put together this morning. So there
That's
we go.
the summer fruitcake.
Absolutely.
It looks pretty good.
It's the one that's not gross. So that's
Right. You
right.
didn't have to start it now and save it. If you saved it till Christmas, that would be the normal
That's the
fruitcake.
actual fruitcake. Yes.
Pour some brandy on there and leave it in the closet for 6 months.
It ages well.
Maggie, is there anything? So go ahead, Bulldog. I know.
No, go ahead. You
I was
were
going to
doing
say,
good.
is there anything that you think is a missing or overlooked piece of this 4th of July extravaganza in Cedarburg over the weekend that people should look for, or say you got to check this out? Is there anything?
Not that they should look for, but I do actually really want to take a moment to say thank you to the sponsors, because we kind of pass over them sometimes because there's so much going on. But Dennis Krings from Cedarburg Auto Repair and Service is our presenting sponsor this year.
Wow.
And he's done a lot for us to help us make this parade great. You'll notice we have 3 bands when normally we can sometimes muster 1 or 2. He's really made it a special year. So first off, the cars, and we want to say thank you to them. Always Olson's Piggly Wiggly. If you've ever gone to the Pig in June and you've rounded up, we really do appreciate that.
Well, they're not giving that money. The customers are. Yes.
Doesn't matter. They give the opportunity. So I appreciate that.
I know.
All the donuts I ate this year went to your parade, so you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes. No, they do. All right.
The opportunity to do that is huge for us, and it does help us grow our fireworks, which are a big deal.
Yeah.
And then we have so many sponsors. We really do. I wish I should have sent you that ahead of time so you could have popped that up on the screen. But, I don't want to lose anyone or miss anybody. But PJS does our VIP tent. The city and the town of Cedarburg both contribute. Cedarburg Overhead Door, Jerry is a huge community steward.
Yeah.
Velo, PJS, I think I said them. Cedarburg Light and Water, Hamilton House Senior Living. People just really do come out of the woodwork to support this event. And from financial all the way to, Blingle, who lights up the park with all these cool lights. It's just a special day for our community, and it's a testament to why people care so much about the parade and worrying about where they sit. It's because it's really cool and it's awesome.
It is.
It's 3 hours out of your day, and then you go and either come to the park and hang with us. A really big fundraising opportunity for the Lions Club, which does so much good work. So it's just a special day for Cedarburg, and we complain in jest, but we do love it.
Who's jesting?
Well, you know what? I'm going to end it with this. Don't forget to buy bonds.
I absolutely guarantee that is not what anyone in our parade looks like.
It is Wisconsin.
Personal guarantee, nope.
Hey, you are a force of nature. You do a hell of a job for
You have the
getting everybody
force.
organized. Yes, yes. If anybody could bring this disparate group of people together, it's you. You have the
That's
hammer.
nice.
Yeah,
Very amazing.
Yep.
Thanks for taking time out of your chairs
You're welcome.
Yes.
I was really excited to do that from the VIP tent and show you all, but
Yeah.
I couldn't get it to work. So
Yeah, StreamYard and mobile it's kind of one of those things.
I know it's 2025. They, haven't quite picked up on the whole internet thing yet.
If you stand on
People
the
use their phones for that.
I know. You'd think that it would be silly, but if I had one of those things, it would have been different. But I don't know. I wouldn't let me.
If you put tinfoil on the rabbit ears, it works a lot better right here. So it works out good.
Fair.
All right, Maggie. Well, let us return you to your parade activities. Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
I'll
Maggie.
see you all very soon, I hope. I'll see you tomorrow. Wave at me from my golf cart.
I will do that.
As you're running us down.
What?
As we're running away from you, trying to run us down with your golf cart.
You get too close, Jack. You never know.
We can scrape him off the bottom of the cart. He'll be fine.
He is the one and only Maggie Dobson. Puts up a lot of,
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Take
Thanks a
care.
lot, Maggie.
See
ya. You too.
All right.
Happy 3rd too.
Dynamo, that woman.
Yeah, she really has. Boy, it was a cluster F the chamber before she got in there, and then she really straightened them out. It's great.
Let's do a whole show about that cluster F. Just for
I could go on and on.
I know you could.
I'm usually not one to talk too much, but
no. That's why we didn't give you a talk show here on the network. Do we have a Dr. Ben today, or no? Are we just doing this?
We have. As I had messaged you, email, and
I don't read
text.
I read literature.
We recorded a really good one last week, Dr. Ben and I, but I don't think.
Did we run it?
It's good enough to rerun if we didn't. If you want to run.
What was the subject matter? I can tell you we ran it.
It was at the end we were talking about coffee, and he went off the beat.
We ran it. We ran it last week.
That was hilarious.
That was a good one. Yes, I did enjoy that actually. That was fun. So. Well, let this be a standalone here, half-hour episode, and you all can return to your regularly scheduled activities. If you're in jail, I'm sure they have something that we have a big incarcerated audience. I know that. So
yes. Are you a fireworks guy? I mean, let me rephrase. Are you a non-professional? Of your own, like
a dude who goes off the freeway and goes to like the weird unmarked warehouse and buys. I am not that. No.
What about your kids? Did they firecracker things?
No, they're too high strung. They had me as a dad.
Say no more. That'll do.
Yeah. So, it's interesting. I have a good story about that though. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay. My kids love them.
Yeah, yes, doing real good there. Absolutely, missed it by that much. I used to work in college at the Walgreens in Thiensville, that was attached to the Kohl's.
You're kidding.
To the Kohl's with the arch, Me, yes, I worked
with
in the
all
photo.
Those people. Did you know there are people there that come?
Well, I was in the photo department, so I didn't have to do much.
That's true. The
photo mat person.
Those kids just hide every time you're in the store.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, people were just like, I've been waiting with my slides for an hour. They're like, your slides. 90 minutes. It's not an hour. You have to wait an hour and a half for the photo guy. He's in the back having Kit Kat bars. So 3 for 99 cents back then. Come on. But anyway, I digress. My manager, who I worked with at the time, who I will not name, he was a quirky fellow. I mean, really quirky. And after our shift one night, around the 4th, around this time of year, he says, he walks me to his car and says, "Hey, Jeff, want to see something?" Traditionally, I decline those kinds of offers.
Okay, especially after work, in the dark, in the parking lot.
Absolutely.
No thanks, keep it to yourself.
But, it was a long shift. I said, "Yeah, sure, what you got?" He busts open his trunk, and he has in his trunk, it is a munitions dump. It is so many. And these are, I would say, military grade fireworks. I mean, one of them was this big cardboard cylinder, like that thick. And it's called like the Black Panther or something. And I thought, okay, what are we up to here? But he says, "Do you want to shoot this off?" And I said, "I do not really want to be around when you do that. We're in the middle of downtown Thiensville." He says, "Oh, no, it's fine." Takes it out of his trunk, lights the thing up, and launches what is absolutely a full-blown, full-bore Chinese Shanghai firework that bursts over the skies of Thiensville. I'm freaking out. I'm like, are you kidding me? We cannot do this. I'm getting out of here. I'm going home.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. Oi. So that was really interesting. And he said, I do this all the time. And, that's the tale.
No cops? No cops?
No, not at all. No, not even a little bit. But I mean, the ride up to the heavens was loud. I mean, it was one of those type of things.
It is amazing what you can buy now. Some of the stuff you can buy supposedly legally. It's crazy. I had
that's the right word
in-laws who love just, and I go, oh God, I see my own kids. I see, and once your kids see some other kids handling fireworks, that's all they want.
That's all they want.
It's like, like, oh God.
Did your kids ever touch the end of a sparkler? Because every kid has to do that.
I don't know.
Especially like a toddler.
Yeah.
You say no touch, very, very hot, don't touch, and but then 4 minutes later, the faces are bright red, the waterworks are coming, and they have this really strange welt.
Yeah, a welt. A strange welt.
And then
I didn't do that.
Did you touch the end of the firework? No. Like, did you handle a cobra? It's very strange, but yeah, I've never been like for myself. I don't get any special thrill out of launching crap into the sky. I don't know.
So will you go to a professional fireworks? Do your kids like going to those or no?
Not anymore. No, and if they do, they go with their own friends because what's cooler when you're 17 to hang out in a park with your dad? I can't imagine
on a holiday.
On a holiday where like all your classmates are around. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're over near the restroom smoking cigs, and you're stuck with Dad going, "Oh, look at that one!
Gee willikers, guys! Hey, diddly doodly, look at that one go!" No, I don't think they want anything to do with that.
The Jewish Ned Flanders just spoke. You're like Ned Feingold.
It's like that sketch from Tonight Show. Ew. Hey guys, I'm getting the Jiffy Pop out. Oh yeah, the pinnacle of cool.
Oh,
anyway, are you? What's your schedule for the 4th? Besides,
maybe Margot really likes the fireworks. Our trick is to get to where you can see the fireworks, but not so close that they freak the hell out of Blackie. Because we don't like to leave Blackie home because he doesn't like all the noise.
Not a fan. Yeah.
And when we're close enough that it makes you can hear the boom. So
yeah,
so we bring him, and then they're like, okay, now we're bringing him right into the line of fire.
Right.
And I don't like people. There were some idiots brought their dogs to the art museum last week. Out behind, where they have the beer garden.
Oh, sure. Night. Yeah.
Why would you bring your dog there when there's so many people in such a small thing and more than one person? And of course the dogs went at each other, and it was.
Did you get a dog fight last week?
Of course. It was
nice.
The thing is, it's not like you're walking on a sidewalk, and sometimes that stuff happens.
Yeah.
You're going where they're not invited, and you're asking for trouble.
Right.
So when you're getting these enclosed areas and people feel the
people everywhere, and yeah.
And they aren't service dogs. I'm not talking about service dogs. They're just trying to show off and say, look how cool I am. What a dog.
Cujo, meet Rin Tin Tin.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
that's an extra. You got a little extra feature there. You had a band and a dog fight. I mean, that's actually
right.
pretty. That's more bang for your buck.
and there is the art museum is having their dealio tonight. So if you're in town for the tomorrow, head out to that. That's cool.
It's a good place to sip.
Yep,
absolutely cool. Do you know what the food truck is tonight? Is it like Taco Guy or something again?
I don't know. Last week it was the creperie thing, which is
that's pretty good actually. Yeah, that's actually really
Taco Guy always brings in a good.
Oh yeah, they do well.
They're really good.
Cool. All right, everybody. Well, you have yourselves a safe 4th, and keep all your digits. 10 today. I want 10 on the 5th. I want 10 on the 5th too.
It was funny when Maggie was counting her parade. She's like 1, 2. She'll run into trouble next week.
Right.
Next year she's gonna have 11. What am I gonna do?
She'll take a shoe off and use a
her
toe.
nose.
It's all right. These things happen, but
those volunteers do unbelievable work.
they're a good bunch. Yeah. I mean, you see what they do for the festivals too, Strawberry Fest and Wine and Harvest, and pretty amazing. Hey, I'd like to remind everybody, if you'd like a taste of Cedarburg to take along with you in your knapsack, this is a Cedarburg Author Circle Volume 1. This is the hardcover version, which is for cool people. The uncool, the quasi-cool people get the soft cover. Get the hardcover. You look cooler while carrying it around, I think. See?
Only hard asses use soft covers.
There's our slogan, our mantra, for next year's edition, which we're working on currently. Stop by the Cedarburg Author Circle if you want to write something and get it published. We'll make it happen. We'll even publish your grocery list.
How does someone sign up for that? There is
no sign up. You show up.
Is there a difficult screening process they have to get through?
No, because you're in it. So clearly it wasn't a big deal.
There you go.
One thing we did do, and this was a democratic, non-democratic decision, which is kind of in vogue right now. We are going to be meeting twice a month now, 2 Wednesdays a month. So if you miss one, you can always have an opportunity to come to the next one. Every 2 weeks now, it's the first and third Wednesday of every month.
It will force me to be more creative because I've come up with
more excuses not to show up. Yeah. Lovely. Jack actually uses ChatGPT for his excuses now.
I show up every time you say you should be here for this one. I come through for you.
Oh, you do?
Don't
yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. It's great because it starts at 6:30 and you show up at 7:12.
And you always change the starting time.
It's been
sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 6:30.
It was 6 like twice, Jack. Stop reading ChatGPT for your excuses.
I remember. 6 o'clock. Sure, I was there.
Some way, you'll have to leave Whistler's to come down to that writer's group.
I usually do.
Well, asked to leave and leaving are two very different things, sir. Anyway,
6:30 to 7:45, right?
Yes, sir. That is the time.
So 2 Wednesdays a month, first and third, not 2 in a row.
No,
get a week off.
Couldn't handle that.
All right.
Very good. Awesome.
All right. Very cool. Well, have a great holiday.
Enjoy the holiday. Back next week.
Yeah, we got to talk too.
We should talk. Well, when I push go off the air, we can talk.
Okay.
All right. I'm pushing go off the air. You folks aren't invited to this conversation. Have a good one. Have a great 4th. We'll see you at the same spot next